I'll just start out by saying I was saved when I was 12 years old. We went to Ducking Creek Baptist Church, and it was during a revival. That was, where I went most of my life. And I was raised in a Christian home. My parents were very good Christian parents. They were always involved in church. My dad was a deacon. My mother was Sunday school teacher for kids, and Dad was a Brotherhood director. She was a WMU director. So we were always there. I never remember a time in my life that I just wasn't in church. And that, just being raised there that's what makes sense to me, is to be in church. I don't have one of those testimonies that's just absolutely, I guess, earth-shattering. I mean, I've never had you hear people talking about how they've had an alcohol addiction or a drug addiction. I think my main thing is it's just been life. And life within itself is just hard. And we struggle every day with what we do, with getting up and our jobs. Things are stressful. And, life is unbearable without the Lord. And you have to have, I don't know what people do that don't have church, don't have a church family, Christian parents, and things in their life, because there's so many things where you have to turn to Him and get His direction and just ask for peace and for guidance. And I guess the things that have affected me the most has been death. The hardest thing to deal with in life is death. And I guess that's where you can say that in my life, He showed up the most. And my dad died October the 29th of 2009 from leukemia. I had a granddaughter to pass away August the 15th of 2012. She had what was known as hypoplastic left heart syndrome. She lived 20 days. I've always been a strong person. And there are things that happen in your life that you realize you're not strong at all. Our strength doesn't come from within. Our strength comes from the Lord. And I've learned that. I've always known that. But these times where I thought my parents would live forever. And that doesn't happen. And you have to really ask for a lot of help to continue to move on. He picks you up when you're down. And I'm still here. And there's no other way to explain it. That when you lose your father or anybody else that's lost a parent, you don't think you can go on. But you ask the Lord to help you and to guide you. It never goes away. I still cry. I still get upset. Losing the baby was earth-shattering. And you're never prepared for that. Daddy had 69 wonderful years. Mason had 20 days. And you don't know why. I just know that without his help, we wouldn't be able to function. And we have to seek Him in everything we do. And the last thing I want to say is my daddy used to tell me one thing. And he says, there are a lot of things in life that we don't have. And he asked me one time, he said, do you know why we don't have those things? And I said, no. And he said, we don't have them because we don't ask. So I ask every day to help me through those days, these trying times, and to help me, even what we're going through today. You know, you've got to have the faith to get up and to go to work, that you're going to be protected, that my mother's going to be okay, my children are going to be okay. And so we need to ask. And if we ask, He will give us what we need.